Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is our agenda today. Let's first introduce Carrier Logistics Network Limited. KLN is an Asia-based logistics provider with its presence across 59 countries and territories. It has two business segments, namely integrated logistics and international freight forwarding.
Integrated logistics is the supply chain business management, which aims to lower product lifecycle costs by coordinating resources and flow. The second segment, international freight forwarding, is where an intermediary coordinates and organizes shipment.
As COVID-19 pandemic hits, the group is severely impacted by lockdowns and restrictions. IL business shrank due to the decline in manufacturing activities and depression in retail activities. Yet IFF business expanded due to the strong ground operations and strong global network.
Moving on to the financial analysis, we will analyze in terms of 5 dimensions. First, for profitability, the net profit margin has increased in line with the increase in gross profit margin. The better in managing operating and administrative expenses is due to the synergy effect of business operations in the strategic partnership with SF Holdings.
The return on average assets has increased, which indicates that the group is operating their assets more efficiently to generate profits and facilitate business sustainability.
The management efficiency has increased as shown in the increase in average total assets turnover, which shows that KLN is actually managing their assets to generate revenues more efficiently. This positive trend is likely to continue.
Short-term liquidity is not satisfactory. The current ratio has slightly increased while the cash ratio has worsened. This indicates that the group is unable to cover its current liabilities with merely its cash and bank balances.
The aging analysis of the company shows that the credit control was laxer in 2021 than in 2020.
For long-term liquidity, the time interest earned has increased significantly, which is mainly due to the increase in profit before tax.
The debt-to-equity ratio is still below 100%, which means that the group may still encounter difficulties in obtaining financing, as it has a higher risk of defaulting on liabilities in the future.
The rise in earnings per share indicates that there will be increase in amount of profit to be distributed to shareholders. The decrease in price-earning ratio indicates that the group's shares are underpriced. This attracts investors as they can expect growth in the group's assets.
Now we'll move on to the SWOT analysis. First, in terms of strength, KLN has a strong global network. Along with its strategic partnership with SF Holding, the group can attract international businesses with interest in trading in China, and also it improves customers' flexibility.
Moreover, KLN has established MT programs to nurture talents, to equip them with product and technical skills to ensure quality of services, thus reflecting a good brand reputation.
For weaknesses, the lack of automation has reduced KLN's competitiveness, as its cost, speed, and accuracy fails to stand out amongst competitors under the accelerating technological innovations of the logistics industry. Also, the group has an inefficient last-mile delivery. While other logistic companies are already utilizing drones, KLN still mainly provides manual last-mile delivery. They may fail to meet customer demand and in an accurate way and efficient way.
Moving on to opportunities, as products are delivered directly to the end users on the e-commerce, the group can develop some customer-focused approaches and expand to areas with high demand.
By collaborating with different servers which are familiar with their own markets, the group can familiarize with customer needs in different markets and general market prices.
For freight, the COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted the supply chain and demand for goods and services. Thus, KLN has a high reliance on Chinese market, leading to the depression during the border shutdowns.
At last, ESG investment may also be a threat to KLN, as inevitable environmental pollution caused by wasteful packagings of logistic industries may fail to attract ESG investors.
After this SWOT analysis, we will move on to the sustainability practices of the group. For business partners, KLN believes that attracting and improving relationship with business partners is a key role in the group's sustainability. through organizing frequent joint meetings and also to inform partners of their recent decisions and ask for their feedback. This enhances their satisfaction.
KLN ensures safe workplace for employees by implementing safety and health schemes. On-the-job training, reward schemes, and job relocation opportunities are available for all employees to thrust their work excellence globally and enhance their motivation. This is very important under the free flow of people and globalization and the immigration trend in Hong Kong in recent years. This prevents loss of valued and well-trained employees.
Keeping customer loyalty is also important for the group's sustainability. The B2C model ensures that the products can be delivered directly to end users. This raises efficiency. Also, the group uses technology and automation in warehouse functions. This increases the security.
To further promote sustainability, we have came up with 2 actions. First, the unmanned vehicle delivery, and secondly, the green logistic action.
Our first action is to implement electrical unmanned vehicles. Considering the rapid advancement of technology and large number of respondents supporting the use of technology, KLN needs to invest more in technology to gain a competitive edge in the logistics industry. Moreover, the rapid growth of e-commerce requires more flexible and efficient digital logistics solution to solve the last-mile delivery challenges.
In 2021, the freight and transportation costs accounted for 88.1% of direct operating expenses. Unlike traditional delivery methods, which require a high turnover of drivers and leaves a huge carbon footprint, our unmanned delivery vehicles has a low cost and is more environmentally friendly. So what do you expect from a high-quality delivery service? Safety, privacy, efficiency.
Efficiency!
Our solution to this would be Neolix. Neolix incorporates intelligent self-driving tech and intelligent cargo box tech, which allows AI intelligent dispatching, all-round monitoring, and cloud-based management. Also, unlike traditional delivery methods, our vehicle operates 24/7, and it can handle complex road conditions and recognize traffic lights. So let's try to order together. Please scan the QR code.
On the screen is the interface of our app. KLN customers can choose their desired time slot and location through KLN's app, Carry Express. We have limited the number of customers for each time slot to prevent congestion. The vehicle will stay in the desired location for 15 minutes. Both KLN and the users can use the app cloud-based management in order to track the location of the vehicles. The app is also used to unlock parcel lockers.
Oh no, I've missed the delivery time. What should I do?
Oh, don't worry. Our unmanned vehicle have designated routes for respective districts. If you miss the order, simply just choose another time slot or cancel your order.
Each district will have their parcels refilled for 1 hour between midnight and 6 a.m. With the use of electric trucks to deliver parcels and batteries, the drivers will be responsible to change batteries of unmanned vehicles and refill parcels to be picked up the next day. Also, each district will have a 1 hour time slot that delivery is unavailable, and drivers will be responsible for 3 to 4 districts. The Neolix unmanned vehicles has obtained safety standard certifications to ensure its stability. Although the setup cost might be high, the group can negotiate with Neolix for trials and discounts.
The group can first implement this scheme in Shanghai, which is the global center in technology, then expand to other cities in China and the United States. And then if the scheme is successful in above cities, the group can then consider expanding to other countries after being permitted by respective government officials.
We will first implement the scheme in residential areas, then to commercial sites and technology and incubation parks in the Greater Bay Area.
KLN can promote our self-driving vehicles through social media. This not only attracts customers, but the introduction to self-driving vehicles can also ensure stability, safety, and quality of the service.
Moving on to our second action, green logistic action. The first plan involved is carrying green space, 该理论 said. After reviewing our questionnaire, we found that 69% of the respondents believe that environmental issues need to be considered by logistic companies. Under the rising trend of ESG investment, environmental protection is a huge pillar that KLM needs to focus on in the future. Cardboard releases methane when they're disposed of into landfills. Plastic is also harming Hong Kong's habitat. The only solution to the problem is recycling. However, the recycling rate in Hong Kong is very low at only 23% in 2019. Therefore, we identify the main concerns are the convenience, accessibility, and design of the recycling bin.
To promote responsible consumption and production of sustainability development practices, the group can launch the Carry Green Space action. The new recycling bins can use machine learning to identify different types of trash, saving customers time. With a pullable lid, the recycling bins can be easily cleaned. Also, we have designed an unidentified column so that mixed trash can be put inside and they can be manually classified later on. The camera and the claw act as eye-hand coordination, where the camera returning information and the claw classifying different types of rubbish. We will first set up these bins into Carry Express, then to MTR stations, SF Express, and residential areas. Our workers delivering goods can gather these trash back to the company for recycling and reuse in constant time intervals.
Publicly leveraging the advantages of green logistics will help the company win in the court of public opinion. The bin itself can also be an advertisement promoting KLM because it has its brand name clearly shown on the bin. Also, the group can cooperate with well-known suppliers such as International Paper Company, because these companies will be interested in collecting the paper cardboards and award discounts in return.
The second plan involved in the green logistic action is to further implement the app Carry Express with functions for choices for environmentally friendly packaging. As plastic is a main pollution caused by logistic industries, it takes up to 1,000 years to decompose. Therefore, KLM can collaborate with companies such as the Invisible Bag to provide customers with environmentally friendly and biodegradable packagings. As shown here, the plastic bag can actually dissolve in water for disposal. The app will suggest the most suitable type of packaging for respective items, then set it as a default. After that, the users can choose to change their choices if they want another packagings. This can enhance KLM's image as a environmentally friendly company and also enhances their competitiveness.
In a nutshell, from the SWOT, we can see that KLM still faces challenges due to insufficient automation. Therefore, we have proposed two actions, namely the green logistic action and delivery by unmanned vehicles. With these initiatives, we hope to tackle the potential threat of ESG investment and make improvement in the group's performance. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Very good presentation, and it is the first team who don't need to look at the cue card when you are doing the presentation. You talk about a lot about automation, and you also mentioned a point that carrier logistics actually need more investment in automation. But looking at our segment revenue from different sectors, indeed 80% of our revenue or even profit is coming from the international freight forwarding part. It's not from the last mile part. So in terms of automation in international freight forwarding, what would your team recommend in order to improve our competitiveness comparing to other competitors?
We believe that after our unmanned vehicles actually succeed in the residential areas, we can even use it for maybe across the borders, such as from Shanghai to Hong Kong. Thus, we can actually also use our unmanned vehicle to implement in other countries and through IFF.
But that would involve a lot of cross-border regulations, right? So in practice, the adaptability of such will be very difficult, if not impossible. So anything you can think of from, say, the customer point of view, not only just the operator point of view. Say, for example, if you if you are Samsung, okay, you are sending 10 containers of TV set from Korea to China. As a customer of Carrier Logistics, what would you expect the automation that Carrier Logistics can offer in order to make you feel happier?
Maybe Carrier Logistics will develop automated electric trucks to deliver the large TV sets, and we will also implement our unmanned delivery in business segments later on, after we have developed in residential areas. So businesses will also be able to enjoy the service of unmanned delivery, but with larger trucks.
Yes, and as we mentioned, customers actually are very concerned about the efficiency of delivery. So as unmanned vehicles can save the delivery time, so the customer can enjoy a more efficient delivery. Thank you for your question.
Well, I'm interested in the idea of actually deploying unmanned vehicles in delivery. Or definitely there will be something good for the company in terms of cost. But at the same time, definitely is an alarm to the delivery drivers or maybe staff handling the jobs before. And definitely that would affect the morale of the staff as well when they are afraid that they may be replaced sooner or later. How would you just deal with this potential problem?
I believe that instead of just laying off workers, we can actually use the workers for another parts of different segments. For example, the transition process between the deliveries, so that instead of just laying off them, we can further use our employees for other perspective of the business to improve our efficiency and productivity.
Yeah, also, as mentioned, we will need drivers to change batteries for unmanned vehicles, and they can use the electric trucks to further deliver other large goods and to fully utilize the electric trucks, and we will need drivers at the same time.
So I like your idea of having a carry green space, or is basically recycling business. But recycling business is always a loss-making business, right? So you're recommending Carry to go into a loss-making business. Will that be a cost burden to Carry? So have you thought about that?
In the long term, it will create a good brand image for Carry Express, because nowadays people are more educated and they are more aware of environmental issues. So it will be a long-term benefit for Carry. And also, because of the reverse logistics, after the driver has delivered the battery and the products to the vehicles, they can take back the cardboard, like the unidentified materials, back to the company for manual classification.
Also, the packages can be reused, so it actually saves the packaging cost. Moreover, they can negotiate with the international paper company, so they provide them with a recycled cardboard, and they give them a little bit of discount when they purchase cardboard from them.
Like, for example, if we give our cardboards to the paper companies, they may be able to use our materials to maybe make a reused packaging, like those recycling materials. And from this, perhaps KLN can benefit from buying their reused materials, which actually KLN also contributed to their cost.